Hello everyone, Buddha here, back with another video. And sorry it took so long. It's been like at least 11 days or so. And yeah, it's been, I've been working. That's what it's been. I've been getting up at like, 8 o'clock in the morning, and it takes me a long time to get ready for work. So it's just how it is. And then I'll get home and I want to sleep, or, I got to eat and all this other stuff. So, now it's time to make time. Like I don't go to work until 3. So make time to make this video for you guys, and for me as well. I always like to look back on my own videos. That's like one of the biggest things to make me make these videos. When I go back, I look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta keep going, like starting from the bottom, getting to the top, whatever. As you can see, I got my hair done. Definitely excited. I love how this looks. They did a great job on it. They hooked it up, the price and everything. So yeah, well, what I want to talk to you guys today about is COVID. Like the elephant in the room of 2022, and what the fuck's gonna happen with this shit. Like honestly, because it's been 3 years already. 3 years of COVID and wearing masks and shit. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to wear a mask anymore. I'm like completely done with it. People who are getting vaccinated are still catching COVID. My grandma literally, got the vaccine and she caught COVID, and she's like, oh, I'm feeling sick, and she had COVID. It's like, what's even the point of vaccination? I understand that it reduces your symptoms and all this other stuff, but if we're still giving COVID to everybody, even if you're vaccinated, like, why is it like, oh, you're mandatory to get vaccinated, when all it does is reduces your symptoms? If you're willing to make yourself more at risk and go to like a club or something, then that's your issue. It shouldn't be mandatory, like, oh, you're going to give COVID to more people. No, people, even vaccinated, are giving COVID to other people. So vaccination, like mandatory vaccinations, don't make any sense to me, personally. Yeah, like, honestly, I think that we should be in the Bible at this point. My brother was telling me, like, literally, he's right. We, like, Noah's Ark, I'm not saying we're on the same, not even close to the same, span of Noah's Ark. But still, this is like 3 years of a pandemic. And I feel like, why is everything that's been written in the Bible just, back that, nobody new has been like talked to by God or whatever? And this is years, like a long time ago. That's a subject that I feel like a lot of people are going to stop following me for. So I don't know if I should even start talking about that, to be honest with you. But still, like, nobody's been like, oh man, like, God's talking to me. I mean, we got pastors and stuff saying God's talking through them and stuff like that. Why not write some of that down? Like, I feel like, important events that have happened is almost more important than just religion. Like, oh, COVID, all this other stuff. These things need to be written down for sure. Like, teach this stuff in the history books. Make sure this shit is being taught. Don't, make sure you're clean and all this stuff. As long as we learn something from all this, that's all I ever asked for. I don't know what took so long for people to realize you need to clean and wipe down counters and wash your hands after you use the bathroom, all this other stuff. It makes no sense to me. Like, why that's the case. Like, the Chinese, they're the ones who started the pandemic, but it's funny enough, they're the only ones who literally have been wearing masks when they were sick. I'd be walking around the street in America, and, Chinese people would walk around when they're sick with masks. And I'm like, that's smart. But why are we just starting to do these kind of things? We're in the year 2000. And to speak on history and how things haven't really been changing, I was thinking the other day, literally, presidency. What do you guys think about, presidency? Do you think we still need it? Like, obviously, I'm pretty sure everybody here is like, yeah, we need somebody to, run shit and run it good. Makes sense to me. But the big thing is that, like, if you're not, the big thing to me is that literally the presidency thing, when was that made? Like 1773 or something like that? I think I might be close, but you think that, what's his name? Thomas Jefferson? I'm pretty sure that's his name. Don't quote me on any of this because I'm not too good with history. But he made that shit, and a bunch of other people have made that stuff in 1770 something or 60 something. You think if you brought him back to life right now, he would be like, oh man, you guys kept this? He'd be like, you guys didn't figure out anything new at this point? Like, I made that shit 200 and something years ago. You guys didn't figure out anything new? That, we don't need somebody to really run shit. We just need everybody to pull together and run their own shit. You know what I'm saying? State by state, I feel like is good. That's why we got governors and whatnot, but I feel like we can go even more in depth to all just help each other without somebody, oh, we gotta vote for this person. Because what's funny about that is that, we got Republicans and we got Democrats, and we're actually dividing each other. And then we got the third party people who literally don't get any love at all. And we're like, oh, we vote for this person, we vote for this person. Oh, if you vote for that person, I don't even like you. How dare you even vote for that person? Like Donald Trump, personally, I'm not a huge fan of, I don't know anything about politics, but him as a person, I did not like him. So when people were like, oh, make America great again, posting all this stuff, I'm like, I even was like, get that shit off my Facebook. Like, I don't want you on my Facebook or anything, because it's serious to me. Like, you are okay with what he's saying and all this other stuff. But the thing is that, like, why is there a person out there that we, like, view as so important? Like, he's so important to us. He's not even the president yet. He's running for president. And we're like, oh, we're listening to his word as if it's, like, everything. It doesn't make too much sense to me. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain my thoughts on that. I've been working a lot, so sorry if I'm, like, a little, like, calm. Also, I'm in the mall. Once again, I work here, so I come here. I got free Wi-Fi. Yep, priorities. I still didn't get my phone on. I got my hair done. Terrible. But I love my hair, honestly. Literally in love with it. But yeah, guys, what do you guys think on that? Like, honestly, all that stuff. Do you think we need more, like, not faith in, like, I want more faith in humanity. We keep looking up on, believe in God, believe in us, humanity, as like a people, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's way more important at this time, especially in the time of pandemic and everything. Like, we need to pull together and not be divided. And like, yeah, that's like real important to me. I love everybody. So now I'm just speaking out my head, This, like, I really needed to make a video, because, like, I feel like I'm not even doing myself justice, and I'd love to talk to you guys and, like, just get all of our minds wondering what's going on. And I hope that you guys are watching, and make sure you subscribe and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, I hope you make it to the end of the video, too. Once again, if you do, you the GOAT. My average watch time, I looked at it the other day, it's like hilarious. It's like 2 minutes. I'm like, people, I'm not that interesting. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. I see how it is. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in once again. I'm trying to keep the videos like 9 minutes, 10 minutes at a time. Maybe I should make them 2 minutes so you guys can actually watch them to the fullest. But yeah, thanks like a lot for watching, and I'll try to keep these videos coming. Hopefully not 10 days at a time, but I'll try to keep them coming. So, till then.